Welcome back to Soul Screen, the channel where we dive deep into the heart of Korean dramas, the stories behind the scenes, and the actors who bring those stories to life. Today, we're talking about someone who has been stealing scenes, stealing hearts, and honestly, stealing the spotlight in a way that feels completely effortless. If you've been watching Spirit Fingers, then you already know exactly who I'm talking about. Park Yoo Na. Her rise in popularity is honestly one of the most satisfying things to witness, because she's one of those actresses who doesn't just act in a drama, she elevates it. Let's talk about this together. Because watching Park Yoo Na shine as Nam Green made me think, how many actors out there have been quietly delivering solid performances for years, just waiting for the right role to explode? And more importantly, why does Park Yoo Na feel like someone we've known for a long time, even though her popularity is only now beginning to skyrocket? I want to hear your thoughts later, because I have a lot to say about this. But first, let's go back a little. Who exactly is Park Yoo Na? And why is everyone suddenly obsessed with her? Her full name is Park Yoo Na, born on December 23rd, 1997, making her a Capricorn. That alone explains a lot. Talented, disciplined, determined, and quietly ambitious. She stands 170 centimeters tall, which gives her that elegant, model-like charm that always makes her stand out on screen, even when she's not the main character. She graduated from Hanlim Multi-Art School, majoring in practical dance, which I think is one of the reasons she has such natural body control and on-screen presence. And for those who love MBTI talk, she's an ISFP, which means she's gentle, creative, a little introverted, and very expressive in nonverbal ways. Basically the perfect fit for the kinds of roles she always nails. But here's the thing. Park Yoo Na didn't just appear out of nowhere. She's been around for years. She started in 2015, doing commercial modeling for brands like Innisfree and Air Sana Airlines. And then, almost immediately, she jumped into dramas like Cheer Up and The Roots of Throne. Can we just pause a second and appreciate that? Most actors take years to transition from modeling to acting, but she jumped straight into it. Then 2018 happened, and in the world of K-dramas, 2018 was a big year for her career. My ID is Gangnam Beauty and Sky Castle. Just hearing those titles already tells you things were about to change. Gangnam Beauty gave her exposure, but Sky Castle? Sky Castle is a phenomenon. Even people who don't watch K-dramas know Sky Castle. And she didn't even need to be the lead. That's the thing about Yoo Na. She doesn't require the spotlight to shine. She just does. And that quality continued with her roles in Hotel del Luna and True Beauty. I think we all remember her in True Beauty. She had that chic, mysterious aura that made you want to know more about her character. She always leaves an impression, even when she's not given long scenes or major arcs. That is talent, and it's honestly rare. But Spirit Fingers is different. Spirit Fingers is the moment where everything aligns for her. After delays and anticipation, the drama was finally released, and boom, she exploded. As Nam Green, she is everything you could want in a club leader. Bright, stylish, expressive, socially intelligent, and genuinely caring toward the other members. She has this warm energy that makes you want to be part of the Spirit Fingers Club. And her chemistry with Jo Jun-young as her sibling? Priceless. Their bickering scenes feel so real that it's impossible not to smile. It's that perfect mix of annoying, loving, and chaotic that siblings in real life have. What really stands out to me, though, is how Nam Green fits Park Yoo Na's personality so well, or at least the side of her we see on screen. ISFPs are known for their artistry and emotional sensitivity, and Nam Green is basically the embodiment of that. She's creative, passionate about drawing, expressive through color and fashion, and genuinely cares about her friends. Yoo Na makes her feel alive, and that's why people are connecting with her so strongly right now. She's not just acting, she's breathing life into the drama. Let me ask you this. Do you think Park Yoo Na has officially reached her peak? Or is this just the beginning? Because I think we're just getting started. She has what many actors take years to build, a consistent portfolio of memorable roles. And not just memorable, but diverse. From schoolgirl roles in Gangnam Beauty, to the cold beauty in True Beauty, to the emotional intensity of Sky Castle, to the bright energy of Nam Green. She has proven she's more than a side character. She's lead material. And honestly, I want to see her lead. Not in a typical rom-com. I want her in something challenging, a thriller, a psychological drama, or maybe even a movie where she plays someone completely different from her usual characters. She has the range. The only question is, will the industry give her that opportunity? Let's talk about her filmography for a second, because I want to highlight how consistent she's been. Her drama list includes Spirit Fingers from 2025, Rookie Cops from 2022, True Beauty from 2020, Hotel Del Luna from 2019, Sky Castle from 2018, Gangnam Beauty from 2018, Stranger in the Package from 2017, The Roots of Throne from 2015, and Cheer Up from 2015. If you look at that lineup, she has been part of major productions almost every single year. Her film work includes A Man of Reason from 2023, and while it's not as widely discussed as her dramas, it's a sign that she's slowly stepping into film. That's usually how it begins. One movie, then another, then suddenly you're mainstream in the film industry. But here's the part that made me admire her even more. She's humble. She's quiet. She's not the type to push herself aggressively into the spotlight. She lets her work speak for her. And maybe that's why audiences trust her. With Yoo Na, you never feel like she's trying too hard to impress. She just does her job well, and people naturally pay attention. Let's move into some interesting facts about her. Did you know that she's actually a trained dancer? That explains her perfect posture and fluid movement in scenes. She has that natural grace that makes her stand out even in group shots. Another fun fact is that she's often cast in school uniforms, even though she's now in her late 20s. But honestly, can you blame casting directors? She can pull off the schoolgirl look effortlessly, but also looks mature enough to take on adult roles. And speaking of looks, let's talk about something I know people sometimes avoid saying out loud. Park Yoo Na has a very unique visual charm. She doesn't look like the typical trend-following actress. She has sharp features, intense eyes, and an elegant silhouette. Her look is memorable, distinctive. She's the type of actress you recognize even if she only walks past in a scene. And in an industry where so many actors look similar, that uniqueness is a major advantage. Now, I want to shift the conversation and talk to you directly. What do you think makes Park Yoo Na so addictive to watch? Is it her emotional depth, her visual charm, her natural acting style, or is it the way she brings authenticity into every role? Tell me in the comments, what was the first drama where you noticed her? And did Spirit Fingers change your view of her as an actress? For me, I first really noticed her in Sky Castle. She had this aura, cold, distant, and mysterious, but so interesting that you wanted to follow her story. But Spirit Fingers made me see a totally different side of her. The warmth, the friendliness, the playfulness. It made me think, wow, this actress has been hiding so much versatility all along. And I think that's the magic of actors like Park Yoo Na. They stay patient. They take roles that fit them. They grow quietly. And then suddenly, they land the perfect role, and people start saying, where has she been all this time? Even though she's been right there, delivering good performances for years. I also find it interesting that her agency Key East has been managing her career. Key East is known for prioritizing actor development over immediate fame. And I think that's why Yuna's career feels steady and strategic. No overexposure, no rushed scandals, no messy publicity. Just consistent growth. And now with Spirit Fingers, she finally has the opportunity to step into the spotlight fully. This drama is giving her the attention she deserves. People on social media are praising her energy, her fashion, her facial expressions, and even her comedic timing. And honestly, yes, she is hilarious in this drama, not in a slapstick way, but in that still witty, still realistic way that makes her scenes so fun to watch. Before we wrap up, I want to ask you one last question. What kind of role do you want Park Yoo Na to play next? Do you want her in a full romance drama as the female lead? Do you want her in a darker, more intense role? Or do you want another bright and colorful character like Nam Green? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts because this kind of discussion is what makes our Soul Screen community so enjoyable. To me, I want her to take on a lead role that really challenges her. Something raw, emotional, maybe even something historical. I think she has the talent to carry heavier stories. and I'd love to see her step into something bold and unexpected. So let's talk. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. And if you're a new fan of Park Yoo Na because of Spirit Fingers, let me know what made you fall for her character. Is it her style, her energy, or her chaotic sibling chemistry with Jo Jun-young? Thank you for spending this time with me today on Soul Screen. I hope this deep dive into Park Yoo Na's rising popularity gave you new insights and maybe even made you appreciate her a little more. Stay tuned for more discussions, more analyses, and more Korean drama goodness.